shocking Candi Gauff's emotional reaction to Coco's milestone moment, uniting generations with Carlos Alcaraz. In the glittering, high-octane world of professional tennis, moments of greatness are often accompanied by a sea of flashing cameras, roaring crowds, and the relentless scrutiny of fans and critics alike. Yet, some moments transcend the scoreboard, transcending the sport itself, weaving themselves into the human story that binds generations together. One such moment unfolded in the arena of global tennis, a moment that saw a young American phenom Coco Gauff achieve a milestone that was as much a triumph of talent as it was a testament to perseverance, and one that brought her family, fans, and even tennis legends to tears. Among the sea of spectators, one reaction stood out above all. Candi Gauff, Coco's mother, watched in the stands, her heart swelling with a mixture of pride, nostalgia, and sheer disbelief. The cameras captured her tears, her hands clutching the railing, and the whispered words that seemed to escape into the electric atmosphere. "You've done it, my baby, you've done it." In that instant, the victory was more than Coco's. It was a culmination of families' sacrifices, dreams, and unwavering belief. The journey to the milestone. To fully appreciate the emotional resonance of this moment, one must understand a journey that led Coco to this point. From the earliest days on the courts of Delray Beach, Florida, Coco was no ordinary child prodigy. Her agility, precision, and intuition on the court were remarkable, but what set her apart was her mind, the fierce, analytical spirit that allowed her to see patterns and anticipate plays with clarity far beyond her years. Candi Gauff had been at her side from the beginning, guiding her daughter not just as a parent, but as a mentor, coach, and emotional anchor. The training sessions, the early mornings, the relentless travel, all carried the invisible weight of hope and expectation. Every small victory in junior tournaments was celebrated not only as a step toward professional success, but as a reflection of the values Candi had instilled: resilience, humility, and love for the game. When Coco stepped onto the court for this milestone match, she carried with her the weight of every early morning, every setback, and every triumph that had defined her young life. The match itself was a spectacle of skill and strategy, a ballet of athleticism and mental fortitude. But it was not just a match that captivated spectators. It was a story unfolding in real time, the story of a young woman claiming her place among tennis legends. Candi Gauff, a mother's perspective. Candi's reaction was raw and unfiltered. As Coco executed a blistering backhand down the line, the crowd erupted and Candi's eyes filled with tears. The reaction was not one of surprise. She had always known Coco's potential, but one of recognition. Recognition of the magnitude of the moment and the realization that her daughter had stepped into history. Candi's emotions were compounded by memories of her own journey, the sacrifices she made, and the dreams she had once held. She saw in Coco the embodiment of all the love, discipline, and encouragement that had been poured into her life. It was a cathartic release, a public acknowledgement of a private journey, and a poignant reminder of the bond between mother and daughter, a bond forged not only through blood, but through shared passion and unwavering commitment. The Alcaraz connection, bridging generations. The story of Coco's milestone moment was further enriched by the presence of Spain's young superstar, Carlos Alcaraz. Often dubbed the Spanish sensation, Alcaraz represents a new era in tennis, a generation defined by fearless aggression, creative shot-making, and an insatiable hunger for excellence. His camaraderie and mutual respect with Coco created a symbolic bridge between generations of athletes, uniting fans from different corners of the tennis world. As Alcaraz watched Coco claim her milestone, he too was visibly moved, offering a heartfelt gesture of respect and encouragement. For fans, this interaction was more than a simple exchange between two rising stars. It was a powerful reminder that tennis, at its core, is about human connection, shared experiences, and the passing of a torch from one generation to the next. Candi, witnessing this, seemed to understand intuitively the deeper meaning of the moment. Her gaze met Alcaraz's across the court, and for a fleeting second, the layers of competition, national pride, and personal ambition dissolved into something far more profound: unity. Here were two athletes, each carrying the weight of expectations and the dreams of countless supporters. The story struck a chord precisely because it resonated beyond sports. It was a narrative about family, perseverance, and emotional honesty, a reminder that behind every milestone, there are countless unseen moments of struggle, doubt, and hope, the human side of sports. This milestone moment, witnessed through Candi's tearful reaction, underscores a truth that often gets lost in the headlines of victories and defeats. Sports are, at their heart, deeply human. They are a reflection of our capacity for emotion, our ability to connect across generations, and our instinct to celebrate one another's triumphs. Coco's achievement, while extraordinary in athletic terms, became extraordinary in human terms because it was shared, felt, and understood by those who loved her, supported her, and recognized the journey that had led her to that defining point. Candi's reaction also served as a reminder that behind every public figure are private stories, familial bonds, and emotional investments that are invisible to the casual observer. In that moment of joy, pride, and tears, Candi humanized the spectacle of professional tennis, reminding us all that even in a world of elite athletes, vulnerability and love remain central to the human experience. Looking ahead, a legacy in motion. As Coco continues to carve her path in professional tennis, this milestone moment, and Candi's emotional response will be remembered as a defining chapter in her journey. It is a moment that speaks not only to her skill and determination, but also to the enduring power of family, mentorship, and intergenerational respect. The connection with Carlos Alcaraz further cements the idea that sports are a universal language, capable of uniting individuals across cultures, generations, and backgrounds. For fans, the image of Candi Gauff crying tears of joy in the stands will remain iconic. It is a testament to the power of witnessing greatness, not as passive spectators, but as emotionally invested participants in a human story that sports can tell. And as Coco continues to rise, each future triumph will carry with the echoes of that emotional day, a day when history, family, and generational unity converge in a single, unforgettable moment. This narrative can easily be expanded to 4,000 words by adding detailed flashbacks of Coco's childhood training, family life, and early matches, including specific match analysis, point-by-point excitement, and crowd reactions, expanding the Alcaraz subplot, including his career journey, interactions with Coco, and fan perspectives, adding quotes from interviews, social media reactions, and media coverage for realism, diving deeper into Candi Gauff's personal reflections and emotional journey as a parent. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.